Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about several diecast models, but not review them. I know, normally I talk about the real machine and do a product review, but today I don't have the models I'm going to talk about as they haven't even been made yet. How's that? Well, in this industry, standard practice is to make product announcements months to even years in advance and take pre-orders on them. Crazy, right? Not really. With the high cost of tooling and production, this pre-selling practice helps to minimize the enormous investment risk. It is very common for a manufacturer to put out an announcement and take orders. Sometimes these orders are enough to justify the run, and other times they set the quantity that will be made. This means that it is very important to purchase during these pre-sale periods, as most often it will be the cheapest price you will pay for the item, and in many cases, it might be your only chance to get it reliably from your favorite diecast dealer. Normally, I don't pre-sell items, as I like to only sell items that are shippable immediately. But since I'm doing this video, I joined the pre-order club of dealers. Also, I expect all of these to sell out before they are released by First Gear later this year. All of the models I'm going to talk about in this video are due out in the fall of 2022. I also have links in the description below so that you can pre-order them as well from my farmtoysandmore.com site. Since I only have pre-production or product conceptual images, courtesy of First Gear, I will show them off over on the screen while I talk about each truck. First up, we have a Diecast Promotions Peterbilt 389 with Century 1150 Rotator. The Century 1150 is a 50-ton heavy wrecker, and you should see more about it with the links to my videos below. This release is for Big Boys Towing and Recovery. It is in black with a very patriotic mural on it. The truck comes with the 36-inch sleeper, making this only the second release with a sleeper. The first being the Suburban Towing and Recovery release from the National Toy Truck and Construction Show. This Big Boys Towing and Recovery model is DCP item number 60-1288, and you can pre-order with the link in the description below. New toolings from DCP by First Gear. Coming soon. Probably delayed again, but that's no matter. It is the Kenworth T880 with Rogue dump bed and transfer trailer. This second and third release will be solid colors with no company graphics. This tooling will have a working dump boxes and working transfer dump system on the trailer. The combination isn't very common outside the Pacific Northwest, but nonetheless it is a unique setup solving a problem of long distance with small area to work. The white version is DCP item number 60-1279, and the red version is 60-1278. You can pre-order one or both with the link in the description down below. Continuation of the previous pair are another pair of Kenworth T880 dump trucks with Rogue dump bodies on them. Only this time they do not come with the transfer dump trailer. Also, these are tri-axle setups with one pusher lift axle, where the others were quad axle setups with two pusher lift axles. The paint schemes this time are two tones. One is white with viper red fenders, frame, and dump bed. The other is white and yellow with yellow frame and chrome dump bed. The white and red version is DCP item number 60-1415, and the white and yellow version is DCP item number 60-1416. You can pre-order one or both with the link down below. Next up, we have a vintage Peterbilt model 359 pulling a grain trailer. The 359 has straight stacks and the 63-inch stand-up sleeper and upper wind fairings. The truck is painted in Spectra red. The grain trailer it is pulling is a 45-foot Lode King Distinction tri-axle hopper trailer. The trailer is in black with black tarp and Spectra red frame, undercarriage, and fenders. Unfortunately, the tarp is not cloth. It is a hard rubber material. I have talked extensively about the Lode King trailer in another video, and you can see it with the link down below. The red 359 with grain trailer is DCP item number 60-1266, and you can pre-order with the link to my site down below. Kenworth makes some really fine trucks, and Diecast Promotions has made some fine models of them, like this coming soon W900A model pulling a Lode King Distinction hopper, tri-axle grain trailer. This one has a 60-inch flat top sleeper and painted white and orange pearl. The trailer has white sides and orange chassis, undercarriage, and fenders. Also orange tarp. The tarp is also the hard rubber instead of cloth. The tractor has twin chrome stacks and breathers. This set is the companion to the Spectra Red Pete Model 359 with Lode King Distinction. This fancy W900A with grain trailer is DCP item number 60-1265, and you can pre-order with the link in the description down below. Here is another Pete 359. This time it's a day cab pulling a 53-foot Wilson Silverstar livestock trailer. DCP chose a teal green with black and gold stripes for this fancy day cab. It also has chrome straight stacks, Texas drop bumper, and half fenders. What they didn't do is give us a Texas drop visor. It just has the stock visor that is painted teal to match the truck. The Wilson Silverstar trailer is set up in the first configuration of the trailer, being a tandem axle. For more on Wilson livestock trailers, see my video with the link down below. This Teal 359 with livestock trailer is DCP item number 60-1264, and you can pre-order with the link in the description below. Sticking with Peterbilt, this next item jumps away from the classic 359, conventional, to the popular 352 cab over. This time the Pete 352 is hitched to a 40-foot vintage Reefer trailer. The set is painted to match. Base color is white with surf blue stripes and accents. Also, the truck chassis is painted in surf blue. Tractor is configured with dual stacks and air intakes. Trailer is configured with a vintage Thermo King Reefer unit on the front. Chassis and underside are painted surf blue with white trailer sides. This 352 with Reefer trailer is DCP item number 60-1298, and you can pre-order with the link in the description below. For you Ford truck fans, the DCP by First Gear Fallen Flag series has two Ford LT9000 day cabs coming. Both have the 40-foot vintage dry van. Release number 42 is for Branch Motor Express, and release number 43 is for Red Star Express. I have done a video on Red Star Express, so catch up on it with the video link below. The branch truck has the upper wind deflector and the classic two-tone green paint scheme and huge letters on the trailer. The Red Star has a solid red cab, white trailer, and later era graphics. The Ford LT9000 for Red Star is DCP item number 60-1275, and the Ford LT9000 for Branch is DCP item number 60-1281. You can pre-order either or both with the link in the description below. On deck is an unusual Kenworth K100 with Kentucky moving van trailer. This is number 44 in the DCP by First Gear Fallen Flag series. The K100 tractor has a fancy Aerodyne sleeper and an unusual paint scheme. White and brown with orange and yellow stripes. for the Imperial Palace Hotel and Casino. Very different from the other fallen flags, as this was not a truck line, but rather a model of a truck used by a Las Vegas casino for moving shows and equipment. It was also used as a rolling promotion for the casino. This K100 with moving van trailer is DCP item number 60-1226, and you can pre-order with the link in the description below. Now we come to a licensing deal that is kind of different. First Gear has partnered with John Wayne Enterprises for a trio of trucks. First is a Kenworth W900A model with 36-inch sleeper hitched to a 40-foot vintage dry van trailer. It is in blue with black stripes and a mural on the side of the trailer. The mural is in the comic book style, depicting John Wayne in several of his most famous roles, with a Monument Valley, Arizona background for this truck, and it was drawn by the creative director of First Gear. This John Wayne W900A comic edition is DCP item number 60-1206, and you can pre-order with the link down below. Next in the John Wayne trio is another Kenworth W900A model with 40-foot vintage dry van trailer. This time it has a 60-inch flat-top sleeper painted in red and black with mural on the trailer. The truck is for John Wayne Stock and Supply Company. It has a mural depicting John Wayne and other mounted western cowboy riders in the desert, presumably off to catch the bad guy, as the name of this truck is Courage. Also on the mural is the famous John Wayne quote, "Courage is being scared to death, but saddling up anyway." This John Wayne W900A Courage edition is DCP item number 60-1205, and you can pre-order with the link in the description below. Saving the best for last, John Wayne Cattle Company of Casa Grande and Springerville, Arizona. Real places John Wayne actually had cattle ranches and feedlots. Is on a Kenworth W900A model Aerodyne stand-up sleeper with spread axle 53-foot Wilson Silverstar livestock trailer. The tractor is in a different two-tone black and blue with red stripe. On the trailer porch light is Duke, John Wayne's nickname that I'm sure was picked up from his early westerns, where he rode a big white stallion named Duke. This John Wayne W900A cattle truck is DCP item number 60-1204, and you can pre-order with the link in the description below. What did you think of this video? Yes, I did promote buying these models, as the sale of diecast models is how I can afford to continue this channel, and would really appreciate your purchase for support. But what I'm really wondering about is, do you like to know about the models before they come out, or should I just go on and wait and do a review after they come out? Thanks for watching. Please smash the like button, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. I'm Logan, 64 the Gear Jammer Skeele, and I'll be back with another episode of Toy Talk soon.